Hey, Coach. So glad you found the video. Couple things. First of all, make sure you subscribe and like. Second thing, go over and check out teachhoops.com for coaches who want to get better. Let me show you how to put a roadmap and become a nationally ranked coach. I've done it for 30 plus years. Let me help you do that over at teachhoops.com. Let's head off to the video.
All right, welcome to High School Hoops episode. I don't know, but somewhere this will be going out sometime in the summer is my hope. So before we talk about dominoes, which we'll talk about dominoes. My dad passed away in February, and he loved playing dominoes. Oh my god, what a
Never
great
played. I've never played actual.
Never
dominoes.
played dominoes? Oh, it's a great game.
I've had the pizza, but never.
You should play. It's a great game. It's a great generational game.
It seems like
and you can play.
Seems like
kids.
Someone from your generation, maybe.
No, but I think you can play. You can play it with young kids because
Okay.
like matching up, and you play bird feed, and there's like line up, and you doubles, and it's kind of like playing Uno a little bit.
Okay.
So that's a good kid game too. But anyway, so before we talk about the dominoes, I'm gonna let Coach talk about what that means. I'd like to give a big shout out to our two sponsors. First of all, Dr. Dish, which is a Minnesota company. Coaches in Minnesota, great company. Mention High School Hoops, they'll take really good care of you. They've been sponsors. I don't even know how long they've been sponsors. But mention High School Hoops, mention Coach Collins, they'll take really good care of you. One of my players just bought a home version. And then or they'll give you $450 off. I don't think they will on the home version, but the rest of them they will. And then also go over and check out teachhoops.com for coaches who want to get better. Like a lot of new stuff coming out this summer. Hopefully I get more time to do stuff that I need to get done. But also, I have two kids in college. So if you want to help Coach Collins out, and I want to retire before I'm 97 years old, and you want to support these podcasts, go over and check out teachhoops.com. It's got a little bit of everything, resources, handouts. It's got actually too much stuff. I got to go in and clean things up and make it a little bit more precise. But anyway, go over and check it out. Prices are going up because I got to hire a programmer and do all that kind of stuff. So if you're thinking about it, time to do it. All right. So you wrote on for the topic, dominoes, maintaining the advantage. So what do you mean by that, Coach?
Right. So dominoes can kind of be defined as any moment where an advantage appears. So say you've beat your initial defender, you've passed the ball up ahead. And so the idea of dominoes is you want to maintain that advantage. You want to keep those dominoes falling. So instead of catching the ball, the biggest thing you want with dominoes is you want to make quick decisions and you want to make the correct decision, right? So you want to attack the closeouts. First, you need that advantage to happen, and then you want to keep that advantage going by making those quick decisions, keeping the ball moving, and then ideally you're going to end that possession with a great shot, something that's within range, on balance, and open, hopefully. So
right. And how do you make sure that they do that? How do you teach that?
Right. So the biggest thing that we talk about with our players is you want to make quick decisions. So as soon as you catch the ball, within 1 second is kind of the rule that we have. You want to have already made up what you're going to do with the ball. So you don't want to sit there and massage the ball. If you're open, you're going to take that shot. If someone's closing out, you're going to attack that closeout. And if somebody else is open, you're moving the ball to them.
Yeah, because you're the most open in the first second. You're right. That's when you're the most open.
Correct. Yep.
After that, you're not as open as you were.
Yep. And usually the defense is in a vulnerable place. So either they're closing out, which is it's a very good situation for the offense to be in with that person closing out. So if you can attack that closeout, that's going to bring one or two people to the ball, and you got to find. We always talk about pass to where the help came from, right? So if you beat your initial defender, you want that wherever that help came from. That's probably the place you're going to pass the ball.
Right. No, always. That's always the case. I think what people don't really realize is the number of decisions kids have to make. It's such a fast pace decision-making game
Yes.
that you're right. That's what I'm saying. It's like, when you catch the ball, you can do basically 3 things. That's it. You can shoot, you can dribble, you can pass. Those are the 3 things you can do. Like,
or you could hold it and you could lose.
You could hold. I guess you could hold it. I guess the 4th one is you could just hold it and get tied up and do nothing with it. But we don't necessarily want that.
That's the one we don't want to have happen.
Yes, and that happens, and it's like and it also, when you get double teamed, that's the funny thing when you get double teamed is like you're more likely to be able to get it as the double team's coming. Then once they get there, then it's harder to get rid of it. I know.
And yeah, if you can almost reframe that too. If you're being double teamed, that means somebody else is open. So you should know that someone's open, and that person who left you is either making a basket cut or they're coming to help you out.
Right.
So if you can reframe that double team or that trap into, for your team, that's an advantage for you.
And where did this thought come from? This domino thought come from?
It's definitely not an original idea for me. There's multiple coaches that have used it. I was actually watching I forget the name of the guy. He's got a YouTube channel, By Any Means Basketball. So that's the YouTube channel. I think I first saw the idea, and then I kind of dug deeper into it. And this isn't a new idea. But the way that we kind of go about teaching it in our program is we'll do those small sided games. So we'll do 3v3, 2v2, and we'll start with the offensive player already in an advantage, either balls on the defender's back or hip to hip, and that's how we kind of rep it out, and we keep kind of reinforcing those principles of play where you want to pass to where the help came from, and you want to attack closeouts, keep the ball moving, and make those quick 1-second decisions.
And I think that's really important too. Like, we spend a lot of time on reads and stuff. Like, okay, what's going to happen here when you get, you're coming off the ball screen or doing something like that? Like, what's going to happen? Like, what are your options here? Like, you're coming off the screen and you don't have the ball. What can you do? You can backdoor cut, you can flare, you can curl, because I think it's got to be to the point where they're not thinking. If they're thinking, you're done.
Yeah, the last thing you want your kids doing in a game is getting bogged down with, tactics and mechanics. So
right. No, I think that's one of the kickers. All right. Anything else with that, Coach?
Nope.
All right. Thank you.
Yep. Thank you.
Hey, Coach, so glad you enjoyed the video. Subscribe and like before you leave, and also go over and check out Teachhoops.com for coaches who want to get better. It's got everything and a roadmap for you to become a better basketball coach. So go over and check it out, and let's head back to the next video, wherever that would be.